dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. Oh, yeah. We're talking about Saturday night's main event. Boom, boom, boom. January 25th, 2025. Pat and Cole on commentary. We're in San Antonio, Texas. Ooh, at the Frost Bank Center. I've been waiting for this all week. We got Ted DiBiase here with the $1 Million Championship. Ha, 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 you know. Jesse the Body Ventura. Ooh, baby. And him and Joe were at the Okerlund position, they're calling it now. And it's just a tribute to Mean Gene, and that made my heart feel good. R.I.P. Mean Gene. You know. So, but this, like I said, I've been waiting all week. I had a really terrible night at the day job, and I needed something to escape. I needed something for my brain and get some light in my life, and this show did that for me. And that's why I love professional wrestling, and I love entertainment. I love comic books. I love movies, because you know, everyone has their escapism, and I have mine. And I was having such a bad night, y'all. I mean, such a bad night, and I just kept saying, like, you know what, get home to your family, be with your family. And that was in my mind, like, oh yeah, Saturday night main event's waiting for me, and AEW's Collision. So just get to it, big head boy. You can fight through this. Like a John Cena, never give up. Whew. But we started off with the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. I will say this, Nia is getting better and better in that ring. She had a really great match with Bayley. I don't care what anybody says. And she had a really great match with Rhea. These two beat the crap out of each other. She beat up Rhea before the bell even rang. And these two women went to war. Oh, it was great. And for some reason, after Rhea got the win and did that pin, which is the thumbnail, I was waiting for, like, whoa, you know, Becky's music, like, you know, just something, but nothing. But Rhea Ripley retains the championship. And to everybody out there, like, oh my God, it's just a glorified house show. Blah, blah, just shut up. You know they weren't going to change titles, but they're gonna produce great matches and great storytelling. AEW does the same thing. When John Moxley puts the championship on the line against Hobbs, we knew he wasn't going to lose that championship to Hobbs. Come on. Championship matches. Oh my God. We'll talk about it later, but let's just talk. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it fun, man. But the Women's World Championship was awesome. Rhea Ripley retaining it. We got Blaze. Blaze was in the crowd. I was like, oh crap. And Mark Henry too. I was like, ooh. But Blaze was like, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, that iconic moment where she dropped the championship into the trash can on WCW programming and stuff like that. That was just like, damn, that's crazy. I was very surprised seeing her. Then we get into our Intercontinental Championship match, Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. This is my match of the night. I'm not gonna lie. I knew these two were gonna put on a banger, and they did. It was back and forth, man, and there's some crazy spots in this match. It's getting a crazy spear on the outside of the ring. And no, these two went to town, and that's what I love about Sheamus. Sheamus is going to push you, and Sheamus is going to make you look good, make you shine, and this is the one championship he has not gotten yet. But Braun Breaker retains the championship in such a great match, looking great, looking awesome. And during this match, Jesse Ventura was on commentary. I love Jesse Ventura on commentary. It's really fun. I've been doing these go-backs, watching Raws and Royal Rumbles, and I was like, man, you know, I'm going to go back and watch some old Saturday night main events, because I dig the feel of this show. You know, it's been so long. And what I like, too, in the Women's World Championship match, they had the old-school mic come down from the ceiling, and, you know, it's that old-school microphone. I'm just loving it, man. I just feel the vibes, man. It makes me feel good inside. So good. So good. Fluffy's in the building. You know, we're here in San Antonio. No Matthew McConaughey. Then we got Dory Funk Jr. and Hacksaw. from the crowd. But here is the contract signing. Here it comes. It's a sexy boy, Mr. Shawn Michaels himself. Great moment walking out. Someone has a sign that says Shawn is mid. He just goes, ha, sucker. I'm Shawn Michaels. But oh man, he brings out Kevin. He brings out Cody. And I gotta say, I can feel the tension between these two. They want to murder each other. And Kevin grabs the mic before he signs and he's going on. And then my favorite part is Cody's like, shut up. I want to punch you in your face. I just signed a damn contract and know that I'm already thinking about who I'm facing. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to WrestleMania, and I'm going right through you. He just, when he told him basically to shut up, I was like, oh, Cody. Oh, good. And Kevin, getting the banter, finally signs the contract, hits Cody. Shawn is like, hey, and he pushes Shawn, and Shawn hits him. And he goes right in for some sweet chin music. I was like, ooh, and he only did one super kick, y'all. All you need is one. And that's why it was a great finish, man, because when Shawn Michaels landed that super kick, it was great. But now everyone does a super kick, and Kevin sold it and rolled out. And so I was like, damn, some sweet chin music, baby. And he had Kevin wearing Cody Sucks Egg shirt. I was like, my goodness, man, his shirt game has been on point. I love this. And if you don't know the history behind what this means, Terry Funk wore a shirt that says Dusty Sucks Eggs. So it's I don't know, man, that just made me happy. Like, Kevin is just doing everything he can to get that heat, to get that crowd to boo him. And he got some sweet chin music for it too. So yeah, now we got Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu looking great, cutting a promo before coming out. He's looking like $1 million, and that crowd was chanting Fatu after he murders Braun Strowman, and we ended in a DQ because Jacob threw the ref out, and he just murders Braun Strowman, blood coming out, but that crowd was like, Fatu, Fatu. I was like, oh. Yeah, Jacob Fatu is a future world champion. I know the first championship he's probably going to get is that Intercontinental Championship. And there's going to be no more mention of the bloodline, of them being the bloodline. I can't wait to see what we do with Jacob Fatu, but he just murdered Braun Strowman. So I'm guessing Braun Strowman will be off TV for a while. But such a great match with just the imagery of just these two big, beefy, meaty men just fighting each other. So, and I really liked the finish. I like that they call DQ. It doesn't hurt Braun, but it elevates Jacob for murdering him after the match. So really fun stuff here. And Jacob cutting that promo just gives me goosebumps. Because he's dropped them bars. And some iShowSpeed YouTuber is going to be at the Royal Rumble streaming. I don't know who this person is. I have no idea who this person is, but apparently not Shawn Michaels, Triple H does. I was on the phone with him. I was like, hey, come down, bring it on. But I like the fact that they're trying to reach every single eyeballs they can, and they're going to the depths of like, hey, we got this super famous YouTuber that for how old I am, I don't know, but somebody younger does, and they're like, oh, why is this guy like wrestling? Let me check out some wrestling. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, pro wrestling is cool. Pro wrestling is cool. Sorry, and I love the old school ref shirts, with the bow tie and everything. So cool. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus Jey Uso. Jey, yeet. And Gunther said, no yeet. Gunther's like, no, not on the sacred mat. You don't yeet on the sacred mat. But these two, it was a fight. That's what I loved about it. But Gunther got the win over Jey, but I could tell Gunther had a little respect for Jey after that. And then Jey looked great in this match. I know some people complain like, oh, he needs more moves. He needs to do more of this. I think Jey's just fine. And one day he will be a future heavyweight champion. It was just not tonight. And we got the Royal Rumble. We got Elimination Chamber. We got WrestleMania. All this stuff coming up. And that was Saturday night main event. My match of the night, though, is Sheamus versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. So awesome. Second to that, it's so hard to pick. Rhea versus Nia. Then third is Gunther versus Jey Uso. Such a great show, man. I had a lot of fun, and it was fast. It was quick. And I was like, I feel so satisfied. And Saturday night's main event, there it is. January 25th, 2025, Pat Colin commentary in San Antonio, Texas at the Frostbank Center. I give this show a solid 5 out of 5. Yes, 5 out of 5. Drop those comments below. Hit that like and subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
I then drop from Nia Jackson, Annihilator, and somehow Rhea eats it and keeps on moving.
Nia back to her feet.